Hey everybody, welcome back to Talk with Naya. So let's get right into it. I want to talk about Asian Doll because apparently Asian Doll got locked up, okay? It was in some comments that she was speeding with no license, but I have not confirmed that. But she is arrested, okay? She's in jail and she actually missed some shows. She was supposed to do a show in Alabama and she was supposed to, see if she can get out on bond, but her bond got denied. All right, so she's still in jail. She's apologized to her fans about the shows that she missed, and she hopes to be back out soon. So, I don't know. I really wish the best for Asian Doll. Hopefully, she could just stay out of trouble and just focus on the music. So, we shall see what happens with that. Now, Quality Control Music CEO P, he speaks out after Takeoff's passing. He says that Takeoff definitely didn't deserve to pass away at a young age and that he doesn't want our community to turn to violence, okay? And also, I know some people have been wondering if Offset is going to make a post or other members of the Migos are going to make a post. Like, you guys, please do not think that these celebrities owe us a post on social media. We know Offset changed his Instagram icon picture to a picture of Takeoff, but like, these people do not need to address this on social media. They do not need to be making posts on social media to satisfy a bunch of strangers and fans that they don't know. Like, give everybody their privacy. This is a really, really unfortunate matter. So I just wanted to put that out there. Now let's talk about NLE Choppa. So he got backlash for commenting on Takeoff while promoting his new music. Let me play you the clip.
Today my birthday. 14 niggas old.
So apparently it was his birthday and he decided to put RIP Takeoff in that caption along with promoting his music. So a lot of people really wasn't feeling that. So what do y'all think about that whole situation? I mean, honestly, I think that he could have made a separate post saying RIP Takeoff or make a story post and then just do a music promotion post by itself. You know what I mean? So a lot of people wasn't feeling that. There's also some other stuff going on with E! News. So Charlemagne the God gave E! News Donkey of the Day after E! News posted a picture of Offset when they were reporting on Takeoff's death. So they actually reported on Takeoff's passing and put a picture of Offset. Like, I'm sorry, but all black people don't look the same. Rappers have their own identities. Like, it's very easy to see who Takeoff is to make sure you have the correct picture. But let me play you what Charlemagne said.
Just the right picture, okay? Message to E! News and anyone who rushes to report on someone's death for their own personal gain. Simple task when you about to post this stuff. Ask yourself, are you doing it because you actually care about this person? Are you doing it because everyone else is doing it? Are you doing it because you are actually impacted by it? Are you doing it just for engagement? E! News, you just tweeted that because it's the popular thing. Okay.
I definitely think a platform as big as E! News could have definitely did some more due diligence and make sure that they posted the right picture for the person that they were talking about, especially for this unfortunate passing. So I really thought that was really messed up on their end. Now, speaking of unfortunate passings, Simone Bozeman speaks out about the life of her husband, Chadwick, and speaks about how she's been coping with him no longer being here. So let me play you what she said.
I can't believe that I got to love this person, and I also got them to love me too.
Simone, you're with me every day. I have to acknowledge you right now. Love you.
It has been the most challenging 2 years I've ever had in my life.
When you decided not to share what was happening, were you scared somebody was going to dig and find out that he was much iller than people thought?
It was COVID when things were really starting to spiral, and that meant that everybody was in their house and there was no pressure for anybody to go outside. It seemed like, is this a crazy coincidence that we get to actually be inside, we get to be here with family, with, together, and everybody in the world is also experiencing this togetherness in the midst of this awful, scary, unpredictable time. We kept that circle real. Our circle was basically a dot.
That support was a needed crutch. It would be Simone who would accept the Golden Globe on her late husband's behalf for his role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
I ain't like you, color. I got talent. Oh, me and this one, we's tight.
He would say something beautiful, something inspiring,
something that would amplify that little voice inside of all of us that tells you you can, that tells you to keep going, that calls you back to what you are meant to be doing at this moment in history. Some days I'm doing worse than I'm really willing to acknowledge, and other days I'm doing better than I feel comfortable admitting.
Right.
You know, the grief really, it moves in.
Now, my heart definitely goes out to her, especially as, Wakanda Forever, the movie, is coming out very soon. And I just really commend her because grief is very, very hard and you have full of highs and lows. So I don't know how she's doing it. That's a very, very strong woman. And I know she misses her husband just as us fans miss him and, hated that he had to battle that cancer. So I wish her all the best. All right, now let's move on to Chloe Bailey. So Chloe Bailey sings the national anthem at the World Series in Philly. And she sounded amazing. Let me play a little bit of clip of that. So Chloe Bailey is out here singing. Congratulations to her. Wish her all the best. And she does have her new song out, okay, for the night. So make sure you guys are supporting your girl Chloe. Now let's get on to Beyonce. So Beyonce's fans are accusing her of quitting music. They're accusing her of quitting her job, all right, after they noticed that she's abandoned promotion for the Renaissance album. They said she abandoned performances because she hasn't performed at recent award shows, and she abandoned visuals because we got no videos for the album. They said she abandoned the Renaissance album, and she didn't post Halloween pictures. So people feel like Beyonce quit her job. They feel like Beyonce's done. Okay. Now I was thinking about this one day, and I was like, when Renaissance dropped, when that album came out, Beyonce got backlash from Diane Warwick, who's a writer, talking about how she had 40-something writers on one song. She had got backlash from Khalees about the sample issue. She had got backlash from another group about a sample. She had gotten a lot of backlash when this album dropped. Do you guys think that's why Beyonce just said screw it? Like maybe she was just so pissed off at some of the backlash, some of these other people in the industry trying to comfort her, saying she didn't get clearance for this sample, or like how many, she has all these writers. Like maybe she got pissed off, or is it all in the plan? So we'll have to really see what's going on. But what do you guys think is going on in Beyonce's head right now? All right, so let's move on to Brittany Griner. So it looks like Brittany is still left in Russia, and her wife did an interview and says that it makes no sense to her that Brittany is still there, left in jail in Russia. Let me play you what she said.
Just disheartening. It was a complete disbelief for me. I mean, I understand being in the field of law, that every state, every country has their own rules, but this is just absurd. I mean, the crime and the punishment is disproportionate at its finest. I mean, there are people convicted of murder in Russia who has a sentence way less than BG, and it just makes absolutely no sense to me. And so right now, that was the complete end of it. There is nothing more to expect from a legal standpoint, and all eggs now are in a basket, for our government and for America to see how important this issue is, because this could happen to anybody. And we should be praying that we have a country that recognizes the importance of that and are willing to actually go get our Americans and bring them back home. At this point, there's no other way for me to see it except the fact that this is political. I mean, BG is an international basketball player. She's been in Russia for 7-8 years of winning championships, undefeated seasons. She's won Russian MVP. I mean, she loves playing over there. And to see that the totality of the circumstances of who she is as a person was not taken into account when they rendered a decision.
Well, they're using it.
Yeah,
They're using it.
it makes me feel like this at this point has to be political because it's not her footprint.
Of course
Her
it is.
footprint is amazing for Russia. She's paying taxes there. I mean,
Right,
she's great for Russia, you know?
So this is very unfortunate, and honestly, I didn't think that this was going to last this long. I thought Britney was going to come back home a long time ago. Okay, I mean, this was all over the media. People in the NBA were supporting it, trying to bring awareness to it. And it's just kind of like, wow, Britney is still over there. And the fact that she's an international player, she's played there in Russia before. And it's just like they're treating her like this over something so small. I just can't even wrap my head around it. So my prayers go out to her and her wife and their family. Now, lastly, let's talk about DDG. So he does an interview and speaks about his relationship with Halle Bailey and says that I've never been with somebody that's really motivated me like she do. Okay, so he is loving his relationship with her. Let me play you a little clip.
I never been with nobody that's like really motivated me like she do. You know what I mean? I'm seeing different shit. Like, I ain't really been around this type of shit before, so I didn't know it existed because I'm not in that world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't know what that was, and I was there, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck, Tyler Perry right next to me? The fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like cool little shit like that. Yeah.
Now these two are very, very cute. All right. Remember we were talking about a little way back when people were questioning her relationship with DDG because he had got arrested or whatever. You know, he had a little issue going on. It was in the summertime. So people were like, oh, you know, he's not that good for her image and da 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 da. You know, so I really think that these two are going to weather through that. And I think that they're going to be together for a while. I've seen little videos of them and stuff like that. They really seem like a cute couple. So I wish them all the best. Okay. And he better not do nothing to my girl. Okay. Okay. But that is all that I have for today. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.